Welcome, veterans. If you've been denied VA disability benefits or feel like your rating doesn't reflect your condition, you're not alone, and you're not out of options. We here at Vet Mentor AI know that navigating the VA system can feel like you're lost in a labyrinth, but we're here to help you find your way. You've served our country, and now it's our turn to serve you. In this video, we'll guide you through the exact steps to appeal your VA decision successfully. Think of us as your trusty co-pilots here to help you navigate this journey. We'll break down the often confusing jargon into clear, actionable steps you can take. From understanding your decision to gathering strong evidence and choosing the right appeal lane, we're covering it all. Stick around, because this video could change the course of your claim and your life. Let's dive in. First things first, understand why your claim was denied or underrated. I know. Getting that decision letter might have felt like a punch to the gut, but trust me, buried in that letter are the clues you need to craft a winning appeal. It's like a treasure map, and we're going to help you decipher it. Start by carefully reading your VA decision letter. Look for the section that explains the reason for the denial or the specific rating you received. Did the VA say there wasn't enough medical evidence connecting your condition to your service? Or maybe they didn't believe your condition was as severe as you claimed? Knowing their reasoning is half the battle. Next, pay close attention to any gaps in evidence that the VA pointed out. This is crucial. These gaps are like missing pieces of a puzzle, and your job is to find those pieces and fit them in. Did they need more medical records? Buddy statements from your time in service? This is your roadmap to building a rock-solid appeal. Now, I know these letters can sometimes feel like they're written in a foreign language. If you're feeling overwhelmed or confused, don't worry. That's where Vet Mentor AI's Claim Optimizer tool comes in. This handy tool acts like a translator, breaking down the complex language of your decision letter into clear, actionable insights. The Claim Optimizer will highlight the key issues, pinpoint any missing evidence, and even suggest the best appeal lane for your situation. It's like having a personal VA guide right by your side. Remember, knowledge is power, and understanding your decision is the first step towards a successful appeal. Alright, now that you've channeled your inner detective and cracked the code of your VA decision letter, it's time to choose your adventure. I'm talking about picking the right appeal lane. Think of it like choosing the right tool for the job. You wouldn't use a hammer to tighten a screw, right? The VA offers 3 main appeal lanes, each designed for different situations: the higher level review, the supplemental claim, and the board appeal. Let's break them down, shall we? First up, the higher level review. This is your go-to option if you believe the VA made an error in judgment or interpretation, but you don't necessarily have mountains of new evidence to submit. Think of it like asking your teacher to regrade your test because you think they missed a few key points. Next, we have the supplemental claim. This lane is perfect if you've gathered new and relevant evidence that wasn't available during your initial claim. This could be anything from new medical records to buddy statements that support your case. It's like finding that missing puzzle piece that completes the picture. Finally, we have the big leagues, the board appeal. This option allows you to take your case directly to a veteran's law judge. It's the most formal appeal option and often takes the longest, but it can also result in a more thorough review of your case. Think of it like presenting your case to a jury of your peers. So, how do you choose the right lane? Well, it all comes down to the specifics of your case and the evidence you have available. If you're unsure which path is best for you, don't worry. Vet Mentor AI's Claim Optimizer can help you weigh your options and choose the lane that gives you the best chance of success. Okay, veterans, we're strapping on our hard hats and building a rock-solid case. This is where the rubber meets the road, folks. Gathering strong evidence is like constructing a sturdy building. You need the right materials and a solid foundation to withstand any storm. Think of evidence as the building blocks of your appeal. The stronger your evidence, the stronger your case becomes. But what exactly qualifies as strong evidence? Well, let's break it down. First and foremost, you need medical nexus letters. These are like gold in the world of VA appeals. A nexus letter is a written opinion from a medical professional, like a doctor or a therapist, that directly links your current condition to your military service. It's not enough to just show you have a condition. You need to prove it's service-connected. Next up, make sure your medical records are up to date and comprehensive. This includes any recent evaluations, test results, specialist opinions, or treatment plans that support your claim. The more detailed and current your records, the better. Now let's talk about the power of personal testimony. Buddy statements can make a world of difference in your appeal. These are written statements from fellow service members, friends, or family members who can corroborate your condition and its impact on your life. They provide a first-hand account of your struggles and add a human touch to your case. Gathering all this evidence might seem overwhelming, but fear not. VetMentor AI's virtual VSO tool is here to streamline the process. This handy tool helps you gather, organize, and submit all the necessary documents with ease. It's like having a personal assistant dedicated to building your case. Remember, a strong appeal starts with strong evidence. Chapter 4. Filing your appeal, dotting your I's and crossing your T's. All right, veterans, you've gathered your evidence, built your case, and now it's time to make it official. This is where we roll up our sleeves and tackle the paperwork. Don't worry, it's not as daunting as it seems, especially with a little organization and attention to detail. First things first, you need to use the correct VA form for your chosen appeal lane. Remember those different lanes we talked about earlier? Well, each one has its own specific form. Think of it like choosing the right shipping label for your package. For a higher level review, you'll be using VA Form 20-0996. For a supplemental claim, it's VA Form 20-0995, and for a board appeal, you'll need VA Form 1018-2. Don't worry, we'll provide links to all these forms in the description below. Now you have two options for submitting your appeal: the modern way and the traditional way. You can either file your forms online through the VA's user-friendly portal, it's like online shopping for your benefits, or you can stick to the old-school method and mail them to the appropriate VA office. Before you hit that submit button or seal that envelope, double-check everything. And I mean everything. Make sure all your forms are completely filled out, your evidence is organized, and you haven't missed any deadlines. A single missing document or a missed deadline can delay your appeal, so be thorough. Remember, accuracy is key here. It's like baking a cake. If you forget an ingredient or mess up the measurements, the whole thing falls apart. Take your time, review everything carefully, and if you have any doubts, don't hesitate to reach out for help. Chapter 5. Be patient and persistent. The long game to winning your appeal. Okay, veterans, you've filed your appeal, and now comes the hardest part, playing the waiting game. I know, patience isn't always our strong suit, especially when it comes to something as important as VA benefits. The appeal process can take time, sometimes months or even longer. But here's the thing. You've already faced down challenges and overcome obstacles in your service, and this is no different. This is about perseverance, about staying the course, about knowing that you deserve these benefits and you're willing to fight for them. But being patient doesn't mean being passive. You can be proactive while you wait. Stay organized, keep track of all your documents and deadlines, and don't be afraid to follow up with the VA regularly to check on the status of your appeal. Speaking of staying organized, VetMentor AI has another helpful tool for you, the Claim Tracker. This handy tool helps you keep all your ducks in a row, track deadlines, manage your documents, and even receive personalized notifications about your appeal. It's like having a personal assistant who's laser-focused on your case. And remember, you don't have to go through this alone. If you're feeling overwhelmed or lost in the process, reach out for help. A veteran service officer, VSO, or a qualified legal representative can provide guidance, answer your questions, and advocate for you every step of the way. All right, veterans, we're in the home stretch now. We've covered a lot of ground, but before we cross the finish line, let's take a moment to talk about some common pitfalls to avoid during the appeal process. Think of these as landmines you want to steer clear of. First and foremost, let's talk about the importance of completeness. Submitting incomplete forms or failing to include all necessary evidence is like showing up to a gunfight with a butter knife. You're setting yourself up for failure. Double-check everything and then check it again. Next up, we have the dreaded deadline demon. Missing deadlines is one of the most common and most frustrating mistakes veterans make during the appeal process. The VA has strict time frames for filing appeals and responding to requests, and failing to meet those deadlines can result in your appeal being denied. Another common mistake is choosing the wrong appeal lane. Remember those different lanes we talked about earlier? Well, each one has its own set of rules and requirements. Choosing the wrong lane can lead to delays, confusion, and even jeopardize your chances of success. Finally, let's talk about communication, or rather, lack thereof. Failing to communicate with the VA or respond to their requests for information can have serious consequences for your appeal. Remember, the VA isn't a mind reader. If they need something from you, respond promptly and thoroughly. Veterans, as we wrap up this video, I want to leave you with a few words of encouragement. Appealing a VA decision can feel like an uphill battle, but remember this. You've already climbed mountains in your life. You've faced challenges head-on, overcome adversity, and emerged stronger on the other side. This is no different. You have every right to pursue the benefits you've earned through your service and sacrifice. Don't let the complexity of the system discourage you. With the right approach, the right evidence, and the right tools by your side, you can navigate this process and achieve the outcome you deserve. And remember, you don't have to go through this alone. Vet Mentor AI is here to support you every step of the way. We've got your six. Our mission is to empower veterans like you with the knowledge, resources, and support you need to succeed. We're passionate about helping veterans navigate the VA system and access the benefits they deserve. Our tools, like the Claim Optimizer and Virtual VSO, are designed to simplify the process, reduce stress, and empower you to take control of your appeal. But we don't stop there. We're constantly creating new content, resources, and tools to help veterans like you. We're talking informative videos, helpful articles, and even live Quanda sessions with VA experts. So, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button below and join the Vet Mentor AI community. We're all in this together, and we're here to support you every step of the way. Thank you for your service and for trusting us to serve you in return. Hey everyone, Paul Hylensky here. We've reached the end of our journey together, and I hope you found this video helpful. Remember, navigating the VA system might feel like trying to find your way out of a corn maze blindfolded. But you don't have to do it alone. We're all on the same team here, and we're here to support you every step of the way. From understanding your decision to gathering evidence and acing that appeal, we're your trusty sidekicks in this process. So keep your heads held high, veterans, because you've got this. And remember, Vet Mentor AI is always here to lend a helping hand. Until next time, stay strong, stay positive, and keep fighting the good fight.